Hey guys, this is Yuran Lin. I've been gone for a couple weeks because I was a little busy with work and stuff, but I am back and we are in an M14 release draft. I opened a Mind Sparker, which seems pretty sweet. I don't think there's anything else in this pack I would want over it, so we're going with that and seeing where it ends up. I'm passing Archaeomancer, Act of Treason, Charging Griffin, Nightwing Shade. Nothing too exciting. Opportunity is pretty sweet, but I think Mind Sparker is better. Ooh, there's a Siphon Sliver. Do I want to try to go for the Sliver stack? Could be pretty cool. Could be pretty sweet. There's nothing else too much in this pack I want. Act of Treason's fine. I could try drafting a couple Act of Treasons and going for the Black-Red Sacrifice deck. Time Ebb is good, but again, I mean, it's not. There's quite a few blue cards, and I'm passing stuff like Sensory Deprivation. Okay, so I drafted this format like 3 times already, and I have yet to draft the Sliver stack, so I'm gonna try to do it. We'll see how far it gets. Not too upset passing all that. Bone Scythe Sliver. So now I have 2 slivers. Okay, so jeez, I just need a bunch of the good green slivers, and I might actually have a chance. So because both of the people to my right passed their first pick rare sliver. Again, passing more blue cards, Divination, Illusory Armor. Nothing else too much in this pack. So yeah, we're trying the sliver stack. Okay, cancel. Bit late to pick that up, I think, after we passed so much blue. So I'm just going to take a Canyon Minotaur here. No Sliver, unfortunately, but I don't really think Pyromancer's Gauntlet's playable in Limited. So we have a Predatory Sliver, which I'm going to take over the Blur Sliver, clearly. I think this is one of uh, the cornerstones of the deck. Blur Sliver is also good, but I really just want to power out a bunch of slivers with my Sliver Anthem. So yeah, and we get the Mana Weft Sliver. Okay, so now we're on very good pace. Mana Weft helps us splash for black. It helps us do a lot of other things. The thing is, there actually aren't that many other good cards in these packs. So like, um, I'm sort of getting fed a Sliver stack, and that's pretty cool. What's unfortunate is like stuff like Mana Weft Sliver, other decks actually just want because it's ramp and good ramp at that. And like stuff like Predatory Slivers, it's a bear for 2. It's easily playable. Not so great in this limited format from what I've seen so far, but I mean still, people just pick up slivers, and that's unfortunate. But hopefully we'll get a couple more. It looks promising so far. Yeah, I did pass some. Oh, another Mana Weft. That's awesome. I do have to pass the Troll Hide, unfortunately, but getting all the slivers I can is crucial. So yeah, Oromancer, Spore Mound, yeah. Probably none of these cards will wheel, unfortunately. I'll get like a Quarter Shield or something. But yeah, I pass a lot of good blue and not much else, I think. So 2 Mana Weft, a Predatory. I might have a sweet 4 or 5 color deck in the works here, depending on what wheels. I think Blur Sliver would be good. I passed like a Sentinel Sliver, I think, also, and a Hive Stirring last pack. Man, if no one is doing slivers, I could very well end up with an insane deck. Let's hope. For the record, I've actually think this draft format is a lot better than M13, which I played a little bit. Well, actually, I played quite a bit, but it M13 was a little bit linear in the strategies. This one seems a little deeper. You could do a lot more. I think I take the Deadly Recluse over the Shiv's Embrace. Slivers sort of goes horizontal as opposed to vertical. So, I mean, Shiv's Embrace is a very, very good card. I mean, there's a chance taking it is just correct, but we're not even sure we're going to be in red, so Deadly Recluse is better. I didn't take the Hive Stirrings because we're going to have more opportunities to take that card. It's not very good unless you're drafting Slivers. Ground Shaker's fine. I can ramp up to it with my double mana left. Recluse has been called the Green Doomblade. It's actually pretty good. Uh, incredibly annoying to deal with. I have double striking and lifelink on my slivers so far. So more predatory slivers, more haste, and I'll be well on my way. Active Treason wield, interesting. Taking Ranger Skyle here. And another Ground Shaker, yeah sure, why not. Yeah, Mind Sparker, I might end up not playing. It really depends on what pack 2 looks like, whether we play the red or we play some other color. We're almost definitely not playing blue because I pass so many good blue cards. Unless there's Gale Rider, in which case we're playing Gale Rider. Encroaching Waste isn't really playable, but neither is like Zephyr Charge and Wild Guess. Guess I'll take the Wild Guess. So we have 2 rare slivers and a whole slew of mana left and giant Ground Shaker, huh? Alright. Brindlebore. Looks like green's fairly open. Troll High didn't wheel, obviously, but neither did Spore Mound, so there's probably like one other green drafter. Maybe 2? Hard to tell. But did not see too many good cards from the other colors. Which is fine, because we're drafting slivers. I'm not taking a 3rd Ground Shaker, definitely. Could rare draft a Lifebane Zombie. That's pretty sweet. Or, I mean, it's not even a rare draft, because I might end up just being like green, black, splashing whatever I want, because I can. And Lifebane is a very good card. Other choices are like Darksteel Ingot to ramp into my Ground Shakers, and also splash the colors, or like Root Walla, which is just a solid green creature. I think I'm going to take the spicier option, the Lifebane Zombie, because I do have the 2 mana left, and yeah, it's kind of want the card for my collection, not going to lie. So, alright, yeah, so I'm not passing too much. The real loss is, I guess, the Root Walla that I would otherwise probably be playing. Maybe even Voracious Worm with the Siphon Sliver. Well, we'll see what happens. Oath of Ancient Wood. Not really playable in my deck. So, here we have no slivers, unfortunately. But if we go down the green-black path, we can play like Vampire Warlord, which is a very solid card. Let's go by cost sort. Sliver Construct. I actually think I'm taking the Sliver Construct because it's a sliver. We're gonna stick with the Slivers plan as much as possible. So, Water Servant, Claustrophobia. Jeez, that's a ton of good cards. I'm gonna take the Sentinel Sliver here. Again, sticking with the Slivers plan. There's like so many good cards in this pack. Oh jeez, maybe I want to actually just take the Chandra's Outrage. Over the Sentinel Sliver. Yeah, there's a chance I'm still playing red, and not just not playing the Lifebane Zombie. So Chandra's Outrage is just such a better card than Sentinel Sliver that I think I could justify taking it. Here we have a Striking Sliver. Not the most exciting sliver, but it's certainly playable. Certainly very good. Um, Seismic Stomp might be like a game winner if we can get it. Dragon Hatchling is not good. Congregate I've actually seen do some ridiculous things, but I'm not sure we're a Congregate type of deck. I could also take like Liturgy of Blood, hedging on the black. Actually, yeah, I like that. Seismic Stomp's not so much more powerful than the red card that I won't take it. Ooh, okay, so we have another Blur Sliver versus Predatory Sliver pick. I think I'm still going with a Predatory Sliver. Blur Sliver is fine, but I mean, obviously haste is very strong, but so is buffing my entire team. Looks like here I'm actually going to take the Plummet. Tenacious Dead is good, but yeah. Seismic Stomp is a good card, but I'm pretty sure we're actually not going to have too many problems closing out games. So I'm just going to take the card that I'm going to take the card that helps me in my worst matchup, which is against like Flyers. Time Ebb, jeez. There's so many good blue cards that are passed this way. I guess no one is in blue. That's kind of unfortunate. I can't really play blue, I think, right now, because that would pull me too thin in terms of colors. So I'll go with the Verdant Haven. Not the most exciting pick. Another Ground Shaker, huh? Gonna take Lightning Talons and Academy Raider. Pretty much locking me into red, which is fine. Blood Baron, I'll take a Fog. Our mana might actually be good enough that we can just splash for all of them. That'd be pretty sweet. We'll have to see what happens. Definitely not playing the Scout, so I'll just take the Minotaur. Still not playing the Scout, but definitely not playing the Merfolk. Okay, so we got 2 Predatory, 2 Mana Wefts, and Bone Slide, Siphon, and 2 Ground Shaker. Oh, and a Sliver Construct. That seems alright. We can basically splash the Bone Scythe off of our Mana Wefts and Verdant Haven as it is, which is always good. Ring of 3 Wishes. It's a bit slow, especially for our deck. I'm gonna take Hunt the Weak, I think. An argument can be made for Chandra's Outrage, but having that much double red might not be healthy. Yeah, again, Sentinel's not that great, so we can afford to pass it. This is especially good with creatures, which we have plenty, but there's chance that you can get blown out. And you know what? I'm just after all that, I think with the fixing I have, Chandra's Outrage is just enough better than Hunt the Weak that I'm willing to risk not being able to pay the extra red, taking it over the shock, of course. And here we're not going to take Ground Shaker Sliver. My realistic options are Enlarge, Sliver Construct, so late Bogru Witch. Not in that archetype. Thunderstrike's also decent. I'm not sure actually. Sliver Construct's fine, but we don't really do anything. I'm inclined to take the Enlarge because it looks like we're going to be a fairly aggressive deck that just kills all their creatures and tries to win. Thunderstrike's also fine, but Enlarge has a bigger impact, I think. Here we have Guardian of the Ages, huh? It's a decent card. We actually have quite a bit of ramp, so we might pick it up. Elvish Mystic is a good ramp card. don't think we'll end up playing Mark of the Vampire. Yeah, we have enough ramp that I think I'm just going to take Guardian of the Ages. Could be wrong. We will see. Ooh, Path of Bravery. It's an interesting card. There's nothing else in the pack, so I'll take it and see what happens. Angelic Accord, huh? Once again, I guess I could take a Striking Sliver. Angelic Accord's kind of... I don't really have that much life gain outside of Siphon Sliver, so I'll take the Striking Sliver. Dark Prophecy, not really playable. So here we're probably gonna take the Mark of the Vampire, and Voracious Worm is okay. Well, this deck sort of lost a little bit of cohesion pack 3. That's unfortunate. We did pass a couple slivers, and it seems like there's at least one other slivers drafter at the table, taking my blur slivers and the like. But I still ended up with a healthy number of slivers, so it's not the worst. Behemoth is fine. Yeah, it is a bit unfortunate, but what can you do? So, do I have any enchantments I care about? Not really. I don't need 4 7-drops. So I'll just take Barrage of Expendables. And Congregate, so actually good sideboard card. Yeah, I'm fine with Seismic Stomp this late. So what does it look like? Do I want the Path? Path could end up being really sweet. I think I'll get rid of some random dorks like the Canyon Minotaur. A ton of creatures, it seems. The real question is, how many slivers do I want to play? I actually didn't get any of the uncommon slivers like Battle Sliver, which would have been very good. So I'm going to be relying on ramping into something huge. Lay of the Land. It's unfortunate that there was another sliver drafter at the table. We got past so many good slivers though that I don't think it was an option not to go into it. So we're at 25 cards, it seems. Oh, with Path of Bravery, I guess. Path and Mark seems fine. Do I want to play the Congregate? No, not main deck, I think. So let's count the slivers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 slivers? That's actually quite a few. It's not too bad. Maybe sideboard out the Ranger's Guile. And I definitely want the Verdant Haven, because our mana base is all over the place. And 16 lands, is that okay? Yeah, it should be. Maybe I just take out the Mark of the Vampire also. I want to try Path of Bravery. I think it should be pretty decent. I have a decent number of life gain spells for Voracious Form also. So yeah, let's see what our mana looks like for deciding. Okay, so recommends 1 black, 2 white, and 7 and 6. I definitely want more forests. How greedy do I want to be with the Mark of the Vampire? Hmm. So if I do 9 forests, uh, my mana wefts and the Verdant Haven effectively provide me with like 8 mountains. Still not great, but the mana base is a bit loose. I still haven't decided if I want to cut the Mark of the Vampire or not. I might just cut that because it's not extremely necessary, uh, leaving me with one more mountain. Well, no, it has potential to be really good with like Bone-Side Sliver, so maybe I just keep it in. Okay. Plus I have First Strike on all my slivers, so yeah, keeping it in is fine, I think. Alright, take one more look at our cards. I think everything's okay. Looks like a pretty sweet deck. I could have used a couple more Blur Slivers in place of stuff like Rootwalla, but what can you do? Actually, maybe I should just put in the Brindlebore for my Path of Bravery and my Voracious Worm. Yeah, that seems fine.